just a little tip that we have for autism in the classroom. And sometimes you can apply it to the rest of your life. And today we want to talk about motivating operations. That when we talk about what causes a meltdown, sometimes you'll have your expert say, well, what was the motivating operation? Or as I like to say, what else was on board? Sometimes it is something in the direct child's environment, as in it could be something in their stomach. But a lot of times it's what's happening in the environment. And if we are mindful about the environment around our kids, sometimes we can head tantrums and meltdowns off. And when we do that, we make them more able to get in touch with what's actually happening within the environment, right? So for a classroom teacher, and by the way, this isn't just for kiddos who are on the autism spectrum. For a classroom teacher, you want to be very mindful about your learning environment. What is on the walls? How are the desks configured? What is available? What are the sounds that they can hear? What are the smells that they can smell? And visually, what are they being presented with? If you doubt for a second that environment has a role to play in the classroom, do yourselves a favor and go visit on a school, ostensibly your child's school, when it is back to school night, right? It's going to be a little bit of sensory overload then, because they tend to decorate at every available space. I know one teacher who would hang things from her ceiling so that as you would walk, you would be whapped in the face by things. But you know what? That's not the teacher that I would put my child in their classroom. While it's very creative and it's a great use of space, it's somebody who isn't going to be thinking about people's sensory issues, right? And so take a look and see the feel that you get when you come into a classroom. Does it make you feel creative? Does it make you feel like asking questions? Does it make you feel like you need to stand in line and not move any which way? You get a real feel for what's happening in the classroom when you see how the teacher has decorated the room. So to teachers, I want to say to you, we've talked before on the show about how obviously there are visual things that you want up on the board, things that are inspirational. You want to have the rules posted clearly so that everybody knows, especially, those 5 classroom rules that say, here's the lay of the land. This is what we prize is most important. And that those change with, from kindergarten up through, look, I've taught junior high and high school, and I still had the rules on my wall, visible for everybody to see, colorful. The way I displayed it to 7th graders is not the way I displayed it to 12th graders, but you got to have the rules present, and then don't overdo it. Be mindful about everything that is visible and everything that they can smell and everything that they can hear goes into a bucket. And from that bucket, we want to pull scholars, not people who are stressed out, not people who are understimulated or overstimulated. And it's okay to experiment. Put some things up on the wall and see if it's working for you. Take them down, move them around, and see until you get the right mix for the students that you have right now. But what's happening in the environment will determine, to some extent, how well they're going to do in class.